Hello everyone. To anyone watching this, as you can tell by the title, yeah, such a special day for this one Heat legend. Hello Alonzo Mourning. Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday to you. You're one of the greatest Heat players who've ever put on the Heat jersey. Okay, I just mumbled that. I just totally mumbled that out. Oh. But anyways, yeah. I wanted to sort of celebrate you today. I want to celebrate you because I know that you were one of the greats to ever come and play for the Heat. Even though, yes, D-Wade took on that mantle when you left for the first time for that kidney injury, but that's a different video. Anyways, like I said, I want to just take the time to just celebrate you, wish you a happy birthday, and sort of look back on how far we've come ever since you first arrived. Yeah, and sadly, I wasn't really around to see you play. I wasn't around to see your performance back in the '90s when you guys were considered the Road Warriors back then, and you were going at it. You guys were pretty tough. Even you, just multiple blocks after blocks after blocks, every dunk after dunk, and I even I'm just looking up all these old highlights and not even just looking at a young you, but just watching you don that classic Heat jersey, even in that old Miami arena. Yeah, it's been quite a ride. It's been so different. It's kind of weird to see so many things so different back then when you were around. And I'm glad that you came. I'm actually glad that you came and embraced the culture back then. And honestly, in my opinion, you started this whole Heat culture. You started this hard-working training mindset that makes other players want to come down to Miami. Okay? And yeah, even though we've had other great players, of course, D-Wade, LeBron, Chris Bosh, UD, even Tim Hardaway, and now Jimmy Butler and Bam. But it was you. It's you, sir. You were the one who started it all. You and Tim Hardaway started this Heat culture back in the '90s, and look where it's at now. D-Wade had to finish what you guys started, and that's not a bad thing. But I'm glad that you were able to tell D-Wade to carry this on through 20 years, man. Well, no, is it 20? Yeah, well, yeah, it's still considered 20 years, but so anyways. As I said, I'm a little bit disappointed that I didn't get to see you in your early years. I did get a glimpse of you during your later career, and I actually did not get to see you in the championship that year. I don't know why. See, I don't know why I didn't, but of course now I can just look up the highlights, and you had made that clutch block on one of the players, and yeah, that was the only play you got. That was the only play recognizable in that finals. That was pretty see, that's the thing. Again, D-Wade's pretty much the king, but you were the heart. Okay, you're the heart. You are considered the heart of Miami, really. The one who started it all, again. And yeah, I know I'm going back and forth, but of course, I was born, but you came in you came at what, 96, I think? Yeah, you got traded here in 96. So yeah, you were born, so I was born, so yeah, so you came here months ago after I was born in 95. So yeah, I was a baby during that time. I was just a little youngling, so of course, what can you do? That's how time works for me. But so now, I can go back and look up all those awesome highlights that you did, all those highlights back from the 90s. And I saw most of them too, like the 50-point, that 50-point performance you made against the Bullets. Now the Wizards, of course, but the Bullets at the time, that was pretty spectacular. And some of I looked up some of your like performances against the Knicks. You in that fight against Ewing. Oh wow, that was pretty brutal back then. Like you were a fighter back then. And then yeah, you. I looked up the highlights of you celebrating your first chip, and you were like emotional. You were celebrating. You were tearing up. You were like celebrating. You were like on. You were just like so enthusiastic back then, and I loved that. I missed that from you, man. Yes, I didn't get to see all your highlights. I didn't get to see you live, but I did get to see you live later at a time. And I remember and I remember just kind of like being a little saddened when you got injured, that cost you the whole season later. And I think that was right. Yeah, like it was the injury that made you consider retirement. It was like in 2007 or 8, one of those years. I know you retired in 2008, but it was one of those plays. It was one of those injuries that, oh my god, I wanted to see you play. I wanted to see Zoe play. Oh no. But anyways, everything set in stone. We've already like read your book. Your book's been finished a long time ago. And it was pretty amazing to retire your jersey. Like all those years ago, like nearly, how long has it been? 10? I think it's been 10. Yeah, 10 years? Yeah, 10 years. I think, yeah. 10 years. Yeah, 10 years since we retired your jersey. Yeah, like I can't believe you're the first ever player. You're the first Heat player we've ever had to retire a jersey. That's incredible. Like that's how much we show that we love you. We embrace you. And I'm glad you're still here with us. I'm still glad you're helping the Heat out for like being from a business point of view. And it's worked. It's really worked. Yeah, like you can help. You're still being here, helping out the young guys. You even opened You even opened a school here, like around I forgot where it's like around Aventura, I think. Yeah, like around Aventura. And your son's playing right now. I don't know if he's in the G League, maybe. Last time I heard about him. But yeah, like I'm glad that your legacy is still being talked about in here. Maybe not in the NBA, but at least as for us Heat fans, we're still talking about you. That's how special and important you were back then. So, Mr. Mourning, I'm sad that you no longer play in the NBA, but you're still a champion. You're still a fighter. You're still a baller, a defender. You're at heart, you're a champion, even on the business side. You're still going to fight, trying to make this team, once again, relevant as it is right now. And I appreciate everything you've done, sir. I want to say, once again, happy birthday. Stay young. Don't grow old on us, even though that's possible, but you'll be young forever. And in our eyes, you'll always be young. Never change who you are, Mr. Mourning. Never change who you are. So raise the glass. Congratulations on making it to 50. Props to you. You are one of the greatest Heat players I've ever seen. Just from looking at the highlights. So much heart and so much passion you put into the game. I'm glad we're getting players like that again. And bam. Mr. Mourning, thank you for everything you've done. And we hope to see you still here for another 10 years or so. Let's go Heat. Mr. Mourning, I wish you a special happy birthday. And that's all I gotta say. Thank you, sir. And God bless you.